Make it.
Straight from the mountain to your street, giving you a taste of something sweet. So don't go away, sit down, take a seat. It's Midweek motivation. Let's drop this beat, man. That's my dog. Let's go.
Well, welcome to Midweek Motivation, real conversations with real people about a very real God.
I am real.
Back in 2026. It's been a minute.
Coming to you live.
Sort of.
From the mountain campus.
So much has happened. Our last episode was like mid-December. So we've been gone a minute. We're still here. But there's been some stuff going on. Mm-hmm. So we've been gone a minute. We did take a little bit of time for our families over Christmas break, which is great. Had some good services at Christmas. Christmas Eve around here was insane. So
very busy.
We did 3 Christmas Eve services. We had one at our Vinton campus. That was the first. I'm considering it like a soft launch for our Vinton campus. So we had a first service there. Amazing, like 230 some people.
Yeah, standing room only.
It was amazing. Supposedly that room holds 350, but I think we'd have to start stacking people. To get
I don't trust that floor to have 350 people.
The fire marshal's not going to allow us to have more than 350.
Right, correct.
So, and you don't want to be in that room with 349 other people. So, but it was amazing. The pictures are great. It was really great to see. And then we had 2 services up here on the mountain. We had a 5 and a 6:30. And I mean, there was like 1,000 people between the 2 of those services. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was a ton.
It was awesome. So it was great. I don't remember all the numbers, but a ton of people came to Christmas Eve at Parkway.
I think the official stat was a lot.
A lot, yeah. Yeah, there gets to be a certain number. It's like, yeah, there was a lot of people. But great service. It's always great to have Pastor John up there reading the book to the kids. And that was fun. I love seeing that. I love seeing the room full, especially when we get the candles and everything. And we didn't set off any smoke alarms. It was awesome, right? And there was room to sit this year, right? People didn't have to stand or sit. I think there were people sitting on the steps last year.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awesome. Wow. But yeah, overall, it was great Christmas time. Christmas on the Mountain was amazing, unboxed, all those great things. So thanks so much for everybody, all the dream team that put that together. It took a ton of people to put all that together. So especially Vinton, I want to shout out, especially we had a bunch of dream teamers that came together, did a bunch of work at Vinton. People pulled cables, people put together furniture, people helped come decorate. People cleaned. We threw a lot of stuff away. So there's many dumpster loads full of stuff and a lot of cardboard for a lot of the boxes and the new stuff that we brought in. So
we gave our generous donation to the landfill.
Yes. Oh, yes. We have made our contribution for sure. So thank you for all those that came and were a part of that. And we're in the midst of 21 days of prayer right now. We are halfway. Right, as Marshall shared with us today. In fact, he said at midweek time, we're officially halfway there.
That's true.
Living on a prayer, as they say. He asked me about this morning. He's like, yeah, you should just sing that on midweek. It's like, there's no better time than right now, Marshall. Like, this is your moment.
Well, I think he was expecting a different response from people, because when he said this is the only day where we can say this, and then I heard like 10 people say hump day. It was like, we're halfway there.
Yeah, they didn't get it. They're not Bon Jovi fans. That's okay. There's a couple of the people that got it though. They made their morning. Yeah, and a couple of people were not awake yet, but yeah, amazing time with what God's doing through our Vinton campus. So we had 160 some, right? I think, including kids
at the first one.
Yep. The first week, I don't remember the numbers from last week, but
I think it was 120 something.
Okay. It's holding steady, and it's really exciting to see that, which has a lot to do with what we're going to talk about today. But 21 days is happening right now. 21 days of prayer and fasting. We've been getting up at 6 a.m. and praying.
Getting up at 6.
Yeah, something like some of us, when the alarm doesn't go off.
The one time you're late to anything, dude, they won't let you forget.
I'll tell you what, last year when we did this, Marshall and I were the first ones here for most every service, and there was only one day, I think, and I can't remember if it was the same days or not, but there was one day I got here at like 5:30 and I'd been getting here at 5. So I was running late one day. There was one day that I think Marshall rolled in at like 5:40, and we had planned to be done rehearsing at that point. So there only happened one time between he and I, and it hasn't happened yet. That was a poor choice. It hasn't happened yet, Lord willing. So be in prayer for us. But most everybody's woken up. Like all the band and everybody that's got to be there. It's been good too. One, doing it in Vinton, completely different vibe. It's fantastic. Two, we've been trying to figure out the numbers from last year, but they were somewhere around like 30.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Maybe 40 in the evenings on Sundays.
Yeah. On a good day.
And we've had like more than, I think the lowest service has been like 88, which I think was like last Saturday.
Okay. Yeah. I wasn't there on Saturday, but yeah, I mean,
we've been
holding steady between 90 and 100.
Right. And it's so good. And it's a good, it's not even the same people all the time.
Right.
It's a lot of the same people, but there's been a lot of folks that, you know, maybe they work early and, you know, can't quite make it, or, you know, just doesn't work with small kids or whatever. Been a lot of things, but a lot of people, a lot of different people have made it. So it's so cool to see the church come out and see people like there are students, right? High schoolers that are coming early and consistently.
Young students too.
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. My kids have made it most days begrudgingly, and some days happily. So
yeah,
every once in a while they're happy about
Christian always looks ready.
Christian is happy most of the time, and he's been getting a good nap in the evenings, usually on the way home from school now. But if there's people around, he's ready to party. So he loves being there. But yeah, 21 days is in full swing. If you can't make it up in the morning, if your schedule doesn't allow, you should be joining us at some point throughout the day. Take an hour to pray, right? If you can't make it at 6 a.m. and do it with us, carve out that time for yourself in that 21 days and pray along with us. So you can go to parkroanoke.com/21 days, and you can see the different prayer focuses for each day. And it's been great. It's been super good. And I'll tell you, about a decade ago, when I moved to Virginia, I was on staff at a church, and one of the requirements was a Tuesday morning, 6 a.m. men's prayer breakfast. And I almost didn't take the job because of that, right? And I worked at this church for 5 years, and there's multiple times I almost quit in the first 2 years because of that, where I thought, oh, man, I should, right? And now, like, I'm doing this 21 days straight, and I love it. It honestly is some of the most impactful times of prayer I've ever had in my life. Yep. And not every day. Some days it's really distracting, and I'm really have a hard time focusing. But then some days, you know, it's nice just to rest and have a little bit of peace. It's just good.
Yeah, I mean,
just a
just
great way to start.
Sitting in the presence, I guess, of the Holy Spirit is oftentimes sufficient when we're a little too distracted, or our minds are not fully running where they should be. I mean, I just experienced that the other day. I guess it was Monday after a long weekend. I got there and I was ready to pray, and I was like, I can't even think about what to pray about right now. So I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the sweet, sweet presence.
Yeah.
And I did. I mean, you know, there was some praying happening, but overall it was just kind of, you know, meditating on the good things.
Yeah. Well, and how often do we actually stop and listen, right? And just think. Like, a lot of times, you know, we always talk about prayer as a two-way street, but a lot of times we do a lot of talking and not a lot of listening. And so it's good to be in a room with other people corporately and knowing that they're praying, but you're in an environment that's very conducive to you just doing nothing, right? Which even just psychologically and mentally, just stopping, not playing on your phone, you know, not being distracted by something. It's amazing the thoughts that come into your mind, right?
Yeah.
And how relaxing it is. And I haven't heard any snoring. I keep waiting.
Yeah.
One of these days, like somebody's.
Yeah.
Now, the Bible's getting dropped or the phone's falling.
No, there was
That cracks me up.
there was one thing that dropped on the back pew this morning, and the guy that was sitting in front of me where I was standing up, as soon as that phone dropped, I swear, I think he was about to jump out of his skin. He jolted him. I'm wondering if he started to drift a little bit.
Hey, it just keeps you on your toes.
That's right.
But yeah, so we're grateful for everything God's doing at our Vinton campus. A lot of folks from the community. We keep hearing stories, people from the neighborhood that are coming and checking it out, and it's going to be good. I think God's going to continue to do great things. People's lives are going to be changed, and that kind of leads us a little bit into what we're talking about today. Before we get there, I do want to remind everybody that we do have our prayer wall. It's in our app, or you can go to parkroanoke.com/prayer wall. You can post prayer requests there. You can post them anonymously. You can add your name to them.
Yep.
And I will encourage you, during this 21 days, if you're not sure how to spend your time in prayer, go to that prayer wall, and you can actually pray for the people who pray for the requests that people have left there. So you can just hit there's a little I prayed button, and then it counts up. It's really cool. So it's cool to see. I've been checking it periodically, and you can see that people are coming and visiting, and people are praying. So I think it's really impactful if you leave a prayer request there to see that in real life, people are actually praying for you. So check that out. That might be something you want to incorporate into your regular prayer time, but it's a great way for us to pray together while being, slightly separate.
And that prayer guide as well. Download the prayer guide.
Yep, parkroanoke.com/21 days. A ton of prayer resources there. You can download the Pray First app. That's got a whole bunch of stuff in there. And actually, Highlands is having their 21 days of prayer. They're an hour behind us, so their 21 days of prayer happens at 7 a.m. for us. So if 6 a.m. is too early and that doesn't fit your schedule, you can join Highlands at 7 o'clock. Or if you come at 6 a.m. and you just need another hour, you can jump on to Highlands at Highlands 21 Days service at 7. So that's there. So check out that prayer wall. Download those prayer resources. They're all in our app. All those good things are there. And keep praying for the Vinton campus. God's going to do great things there.
Oh, yeah.
You can sense it. You can feel it. The dream team is excited. People that are there. I haven't got to be down there yet for a service because I've been up here. But I get to be down there this Sunday.
Hey, there
I'm
you
really
go.
excited. And I get to actually do something. So good. I'm so excited. 'Cause normally we have too many volunteers and nobody lets me do anything anymore. Which is a great problem.
That's a very good problem to have.
But I miss doing stuff.
Yeah.
So, so that'll be a good time. But I think this came up. This has been on my mind a little bit lately, but I think I want to say it came up in staff meeting on Monday too. I think
it was
Dustin brought it up.
Yeah.
This great verse. It's been around. It's been used over and over again. It's almost a coffee mug verse. Not quite a cliche, but
Right.
It's things are cliche. Things that are cliche for a reason, right? But Galatians 6:9, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we'll reap a harvest if we do not give up. Right? One of the, I don't know, is there hierarchy of verses in the Bible? Like there's some weird ones that are not like probably not like the best verses. Like they require a little more context. So not the most quotable verses, right? This is probably one of the more quotable verses, I think, in all of Scripture, right? Especially in that beginning part. Like, hey, let's not become weary in doing good, right?
Yeah.
Don't get weary in doing good, right?
Labor of love.
Right. It's a labor of love. A lot of times this is what we say to people that are like volunteers that are tired, like, hey, we're going to reap a harvest, right?
Yeah.
And it's true, right?
Yep.
The hard part is, it's hard to be weary in doing good things if you're not sure that the thing that you're doing is good, right? So I think what always gets me about this is, how do we know that the thing we're doing is good, right? Well, there's a payoff, or there's a reward, or somebody's like, thank you for doing good things, right? Well, what if the thing that you're doing, right, is you feel like it's the right thing, you feel like it's a good thing, but there's not a reward for it yet, right? You're not seeing the immediate payoff, right?
Yeah.
That I think where, especially like in our context in ministry gets tough that way sometimes, because a lot of times you can be doing the right things, but you're not seeing the results of it and the fruit of it right away, right? Or when you think that you should be seeing it. So it's easy to get weary in doing good, right? Like, I'm preaching the word, I'm leading my group, and people's lives aren't seeming to be changing, or blah, 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 whatever it is, right? We're feels like we're banging our head against the wall sometimes, right? Or raising our kids, right? Just trying to get the kids to get out of bed in the morning without having to threaten their physical safety, right?
Yeah.
Some mornings can be a challenge, right?
Especially with boys.
Right. Oh my goodness. It's good fun. You know, it's amazing. My kids can wake up at 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning so that they can get up and get the TV or get the PlayStation before their brothers. But when it comes to getting up at 6 to go to school, they don't hear their alarm, or they're too tired, or all these things. It's kind of amazing, right? But
they have two brains.
Well, that's true. And neither of them work.
One side, the other side. They're both working together to sabotage the parents.
Yeah, I believe that. But so often we're doing the right things. We're doing worthy things, but we're not seeing what we think the result should be, right? And we're not seeing the fruit of it. And the hard part is the tendency, I think the danger is to stop and to say, well, what I'm doing must be wrong. Right. Now, if you've ever raised a child, right, or if you've ever tried to potty train a child, right, it just takes time, right? It just 100% time. That's why I think there's an important phrase in there that is right in the middle of that verse that I think is easy to overlook. It's at the proper time.
Yep.
Right. So don't become weary in doing good, right? So if we do a little exegesis here, if you draw a line between doing good and reap a harvest, right? So that's a promise. So cause, effect, right? So cause, do good, reap a harvest, right?
Yep.
But there's that caveat in the middle, right? It's not do A, get B immediately,
Yep.
right? Do A when the proper time comes.
Pray a bunch now, you'll get your answer as soon as you do.
Right. Now, sometimes some people get those answers like right away, right? I think it was Donna last night. She had this great analogy about, asking for a red light, right? And then not getting one sometimes, right?
Yeah.
That's how God works sometimes. And I was been going through the Bible recap because now we started into January. So now I'm listening to Tara Lee take me all the way through. We've been going through Job. I'm going to try to get all the way through the Bible this year. We're going to see what happens. I don't know if I'll make it. So far, so good. We'll see. But I can tell you where the joy is. I'll tell you that for sure.
That's exactly right. He's where the joy is.
But we've been going through Job right now. And at the end of Job, God, after listening to Job kind of whine, right? Justifiably some. God kind of lays out how sovereign he is, right? Shows how big he is. And I think that's what we need to keep in mind when we see at the proper time, right? Well, who determines that proper time, right? Well, the God that created everything, the one who holds time together, right?
Yeah.
So wherever you're at, whatever you're dealing with right now, I want to encourage you, don't become weary in doing good. If you're doing good, right, there's a promise. You will reap a harvest.
Yeah. Even if it's small, if it's a small task.
Yeah.
What's the song that goes, little is much when God is in it? You remember that?
I do. That's all I remember of it. But that's
old song. But yeah, I mean, it stands the test of time. One of those songs, It's just, don't grow weary in doing good, even if it's a small task, because every little bit counts in the kingdom,
100%. Yeah. I think we talked about this at staff meeting the other day. We were just kind of celebrating and reflecting what God did at Vinton our first week. And I was thinking, like, that's when I saw the first pictures of the room filled at Christmas Eve and the room filled on January the 4th at Vinton. that's the reward, right?
Yeah.
That's what, because our staff spent a lot of time, our dream team spent a lot of time getting that place ready to go, and inviting people, preparing, planning, all these things, training, figuring out, where do we put these? There was a lot of time that went into it.
Yep.
A lot of time in a short amount of time, right?
Yeah.
And in a season that is challenging, right around Christmas time. And I'm so proud of our team pulling it off. But it was, I think our whole staff felt that way. It's such a payoff to see that room full. And I thought about this too, like even further down the road, what's going to be even more exciting is the stories of life change when we do baptisms, right? The people who are going to meet Jesus as a result of coming to that church, right?
Yeah.
And having the doors open. The lives are going to be changed in that community, right? That is the ultimate payoff, right?
Yeah.
That makes the late nights worth it. Right. That makes the paper cuts or the, whatever, all the things that we had to carry around, right? Like all the dumpster loads of stuff, right? It makes it all worth it. So whatever.
Giant organ.
A giant organ. A couple of giant organs.
Couple.
A whole lot of stuff. But man, that's the kind of stuff that makes it worth it. So whatever it is, if you're doing a worthy task, if you're involved in something that's worthy, I'm going to tell you right now, it's worth it.
Yep.
Right. It is 100%. Worth seeing it through. Right. And staying connected to God is going to be the determining factor of whether or not you make it. Right. Yep. But keep in mind, at the proper time, you'll reap a harvest. You will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So don't give up. I'll say it this way. You are doing better than you think you are. I guarantee you're doing better than you think you are. If you're not, you're probably over arrogant. We probably need to do that. But you're doing better than you think you are. So I just want to encourage you with that. Don't become weary in doing good, for at the proper time, you will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Doesn't get much better than that, man.
Amen.
Go ahead and design a coffee mug for that. We need to design our mugs. We haven't done that yet.
Well, yeah. Who's paying for them?
We'll figure that out. But,
the money will come later.
Yeah,
the Lord will provide. No,
it'd be a good song. Thanks for joining us. Another episode of Midweek Motivation. We missed you.
Yeah,
it's good to be back with you. We'll see you back next week. Have a great week and stay motivated.
Stay motivated, my friends.
Let's go.